but I can see the stalagmites.
I believe Anastasia could fly in and hide just behind the stalagmites.
Make a stealth check for your hummingbird.
All right, come on,
Birdie.
For your umbrella.
Ooh, good. All right, 15 plus. Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's 15.
Yeah, it's 15 plus 5.
Yeah, natural 1 and a 4 on their perception, so nobody sees your bird's arrival. All right, so now you rush in.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna. Mage Hand's already casted.
Yep. And what's the range on that one?
30 feet.
30 feet, so you can keep it out as far as that. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so you come in there. Where are you holding the ball bearing?
I'm just gonna drop the ball bearing right at the edge of that stairs, so it just
Right.
ding, ding, ding.
Ting, ting. As that happens, you watch as both the priest and the large beast at this time, which, now that we're getting closer and we're seeing the form, and I probably should have asked this of you earlier, go ahead and just make a general nature check.
Who? Me?
Both of you guys.
Oh, 19
Plus.
nature plus 1,
15.
so 20.
All right, you notice it, but you, after getting a closer view of its form as your hummingbird gets in close, you can I know what this is. This is a manticore. This is... The wings are scary, the teeth are scary, the spines in its tail are scarier.
The spines of its tail.
You've heard rumors of such things being flung as a weapon, regrown quickly, and begin to suddenly remember the spines that were affixed to the armor of the Knoll leader and the glaive. So, you rush in and have this moment of remembrance as you begin to curl forward, stealthing around the side as the ball bearing ting ting ting. Both the priest and the manticore whip over in that direction, and the priest kind of readies what looks like, it pulls a glove on its hand that's kind of like a dull red color that begins to kind of sparkle and glow at the tips of the fingers, and tightens it on its hand. It begins to step down the stairs a bit in the direction of that.
I'm going behind those stalagmites over there.
Over here?
No, like
Over here.
Yeah, all the way around.
Okay. Whereas the manticore, the female manticore, you watch as the wind picks up and dust begins to spiral and kind of briefly, obfuscate the area as the manticore flies. With the impact, lands on the opposite side, right where the ball bearing is. And come. All right, what are you guys doing?
I'm going straight for the Mage Hand to untie them.
All right, make a
From
sleight
a
of hand check from a distance. Let's be straight dexterity checks. So roll just dexterity.
Okay.
Not sleight of hand.
Dexterity check.
So add your dexterity modifier.
18.
18. With a quick, rapid movement of your mage hand, you watch as the ropes on one come free, and one of them kind of looks at their hands. Doesn't know exactly what happened, but is apparently now free of the ropes. At this point in time,
in a weird in-between combat and non-combat
yes, we're not in
phase.
combat yet. So what are you guys doing?
I would like to hug the wall and slide along it. I would like to think I can hear my friends breathing and stuff. Yeah, that's good.
All right. Anybody else?
And hold my action, and if anything comes this way that is not my friend, to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
As like a tripwire. I'm the tripwire.
Within range.
Yeah, of course, within range.
Alrighty. Anybody else? What are you preparing for?
Only
Got
friends.
nothing. Waiting
Just,
to beat face.
You all staying right there?
I mean, no.
I mean, should we creep forward a little? What should we do?
Yeah. We're gonna have to fan.
Yeah, I guess Ford and I will take a good 10 feet or so up.
The other side.
Yep.
Yeah, we kind of flank the...
You're going
Getting
closer?
really close to the manticore.
Yeah,
Well-
maybe the other side of the tunnel so I don't
It's got a distance weapon anyway. There's really no such thing as
You
a
can
bat.
see me doing like this.
Will you put Ford towards me?
Oh, this way?
Yeah,
You're-
pull them to the other
Like, there we
side.
go, there we go.
They're seeing me do arcane bullshit on the side
Right,
while
okay.
sweating.
Anybody else
We'll stand
preparing?
next to Caleb on the inside.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm really at this point only useful for a couple things, so I'm going to keep in the back there.
Okay. Shikasta, anything?
Got my
I
vicious mockery.
would like for Anastasia to fly to the other side of the room.
Where
No,
about?
no, those stalagmites over there. Yeah, there you go. Hide in those crags over there behind it. That's it.
Okay, right
keep
there in
it.
the
Yes,
tree.
keep a good eye.
There you go.
Good
Oh,
girl.
look at that.
Alrighty. The manticore begins to clomp up the steps.
Airborne or on foot?
Should we?
No, on foot at the moment. It's like
No, just wait for Nut.
Can
wait
I-
for Nut. Go, Nut, go.
When do I go?
well, right now, as the manticore just crests the top of the stairs, the like large Joker-like toothy grin of the female manticore glances up right towards all of you, and goes. It's not within range of you yet.
Then I don't do it yet.
You're like holding it. It's not close enough. I need you all to roll initiative now.
Wow. My initiative is
Jesus Christ! Damn it!
all night long. All campaign long, let's be honest.
All right.
I did okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
The end always.
Alrighty. So we have 25 to 20. Anybody?
22.
20.
Nice. All right. So we have Molly.
We're gonna redo the initiative
Yeah.
flags forward.
Yep.
All right. 20 to 15.
18.
17.
Nice. And not. All right. All right. So you have Molly, Ford, Jester, Knot, and the Manticore. Then 15 to 10.
Okay, get past me, Shikasta.
10 to 5.
Oct.
Alrighty. So we have.
Just people after my 8.
Well, simultaneously with the priest.
I am a 5.
I'm at 9.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Sorry.
It's okay, got you. Alrighty, so at this point, top of the round, Molly,
I
you're
have
up.
no idea what the order was.
Can you-
Vicious mockery.
Molly, Ford, Jester, Knot, Manticore, Bo, then Caleb and the priest together, then Shikasta.
Vicious mockery on the manticore.
No.
Alrighty.
Bow and
12.
I don't actually know what it's rolling against. What is it against?
Oh no, it's 8 plus 2, which your proficiency bonus is
wisdom-
10,
so
plus your wisdom modifier. What's your wisdom modifier?
Wisdom modifier, I believe, is 3.
It'd be 13, so it hits. Yeah.
All right. That's 1 point of psychic damage, and it has disadvantage on the next attack.
Nice.
And you should leave and protect the child. So, trying to.
All right, you watch as the female face grins even wider, the eyes narrow.
I'm gonna back up.
Okay. It seems like it shakes its head a bit. It seems strangely wounded briefly, but then grins at the prospect of a new meal.
Okay, I'm backing
All right.
up a little bit, just to the. I mean, I'm gonna step back to just like 10 feet.
Okay. So you move back 10 feet to there.
Yeah, backing up.
Alrighty.
Well, Ford. Ford's good.
That brings us to Ford's turn.
Okay.
Can I move forward and end up right over there? In his
Right
flank. Yeah, flank melee, please.
Put you right there.
And I will unleash the full fury of my falchion
Go
into
for
into his side.
So with the blade drawn.
Two-handed.
Right. So Shikasta, as you watch, the half-orc Ford pulls, suddenly emerges from his hand out of nowhere.
Is it
A
okay if it's
splash of
mostly
greenish blue
skull
energy.
instead of
And a
so
splash
much
of water
wing?
spatters across the ground as a slightly curved at the tip falchion appears that has a cluster of barnacles along the base of it and slowly curling up the blade, and it looks like seawater is just dripping off of it at all times, leaving a trail of liquid.
Bring it.
23.
That hits.
Yeah.
This thing is pretty big. It's not too hard to hit comparatively.
13 points of damage.
13 points of damage.
Slashing damage.
What'd you roll to hit?
The 10. Two-handed. And that is it.
Alrighty. That ends your turn. That's now Jester's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna run around to the other side of it. This is so dumb.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Are you getting any melee with it? Or?
So you're gonna
All right, there you go.
God, are you gonna hit it with your sickle or?
I'm gonna hit it with my sickle or whatever.
Roll for
Do it,
attack.
girl.
What whatever.
Oh man, those arrows are longer.
Natural one.
All right. So as you rush around the corner, out of the corner of its eye, it sees you, and as it spins, its giant spine tail, which you can see now, it looks like a porcupine filled with javelins. Rushes past and slams into your shoulder, and as you do, your sickle flies out of your hand and clatters across the ground and hits the floor at the bottom of the stairs. That's where your sickle currently is.
Oh no.
And then your turn, Jester.
Bonus action, anything?
I'm gonna dance in place.
Alrighty. Not your turn.
Bonus action.
Distracting.
Use the mage hand to untie the other one.
All right, make another dexterity check.
19 plus 4.
With that, the other person's rope falls free, and they're both out of their ropes, but they're both looking at the only exit is currently blocked by this giant manticore creature, and they look scared and have no idea what's happening. They haven't seen you. For some reason, the ropes have dropped, and they're just scared shitless. There aren't guards. These two look like civilians, and they're having a really rough time.
I waste my action on this shit.
Are you?
I'm still hidden, yeah?
As far as you know.
There's also another dude.
Another dude?
There's
oh,
the-
you mean
there's
a
the
bad guy.
priest.
Yeah, but not another good guy.
No.
Fuck. I'm going to use message and point to one of the guards I just untied.
They're not guards, they're civilians.
Or
but
whatever
yeah.
the civilians, and say to him, the second after the priest casts a spell, grab your friend and run.
Make a persuasion check.
9.
Okay, you deliver the message.
Okay.
That's as far as you know.
And then for my movement, I'm just gonna tuck in even tighter.
Okay. That finishes your turn. It is now the Manticore's go. So, it's going to make 3 attacks, a bite and 2 claw attacks. It's going to make 2 claw attacks. Actually, it's going to make 1 sweeping claw attack at Jester from behind, and then a bite and a claw at you, since you're right in front of it, and already struck it with your falchion.
Disadvantage.
So, which one?
First one's disadvantage.
First one's disadvantage, which should be against Jester as you rush past. That is a
DDR.
17 and a 19. So, yeah, it hits you. That's without bonuses, unfortunately. All right, so you take from the first strike. No, the claw is D6. Right? That is 9 points of slashing damage. As it rolled highest on instead. Yeah, 9 again. And then 2 strikes against you.
I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke as soon as it does it.
All right, what's it save? It was an extra 20 on you for it, unfortunately.
That's right.
The other claw attack.
Oh God.
Sorry.
Rebuke.
Oh, play it. I got the armor of Agathis on.
Oh, that's right.
It doesn't say on my thing. It's a deck save.
Dex save. All right. That is a 12. What's your?
Huh?
So that hits.
Yeah,
All right, so go to roll damage.
3d10. I'm going to say an infernal.
3d10?
I'm going to say.
All 10s, come on.
Yeah, right. I'm going to say.
2d10.
No, 3d10 because it casts at 2nd level when you're doing Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
10, 13.
13 points of damage.
Pretty good.
Of cold damage.
Yeah, in infernal I say. Oh, you're such a cute kitty.
With an awkward flick of her wrist, you watch as this wave of ice spike energy just flies outward and pierces the side of the Manticore's body as it rotates and breaks the ice off of its torso. And doing so, it spins around with this other claw and strikes right into Ford with a natural 20. That's going to be... It rolled a 1 on the fucking damage die, so you're fucking lucky on that. It's twice in this game. It's kind of disappointing on my end. That's fine. So that's 2 plus 3. That's 5 points of slashing damage.
And he'll take 10 points of cold damage.
That's right.
So sick.
And then it's
We're
going
at our
to...
best when we're losing.
And so as it strikes with a second claw attack against you, and the ice... It looks at you, the mouth opens wide and you can see what are 3 separate rows of teeth, like this horrible shark maw, as it reaches forward to bite towards you. The head itself, about maybe this wide. The jaw could almost clamp down onto your waist, Jurassic Park style.
No.
That's going to be a 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Oh
All
no,
right.
oh no!
Where's your AC?
That will
What
be
is it?
14.
You're Grog.
Nope.
no. It's 10 points of piercing damage from the bite to you.
Great. He takes another 10 points of cold damage as my armor of agate. Sheath, thank you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's a mama.
Interesting. In this quick series of hits, I mean, she's doing fine, but this is an unexpected burst of damage, and you can see herring starting to show. A powerful creature can do some powerful damage, but is, showing a little bit of wear and tear. All right, so with that, the Manticore is going to go ahead and take to the
He's
sky.
doing the
Take to the sky.
Take to the sky.
Oh, my God.
It's going to fly
Do we
up.
get attack of opportunity?
You both do, yes.
I'm gonna kick it.
You can punch it. Make an attack.
No, I don't hit it.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Oh no.
Whiff.
You do.
We are eating shit.
No, I don't think that's gonna hit either.
That's an 8.
Nope. You both, the giant gust of wind from the wings flapping push you away, and you kind of have to block your vision to keep the dust out of the way. All right. So, finishing the Manticore's turn, it is now Bo's go.
Okay. Well, it
What
took
can you
off
do now?
flying, so that sucks.
You can't even see it.
Feel kind of like Grog. What can I do with that?
Welcome to my fucking 3 years.
Yeah, that's lame. I don't know what to do. I'll move forward and hold my action for light.
That tipped over.
How many far you move forward?
I mean, there's a
20 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, where's the priest? But I can't see the priest. It's dark in here.
Dark in the room, yeah. You're saying faint flashes of light. Actually, no, you don't see no light because no one's casting any spells. It's all been combat, so it's just darkness, and you hear roars and slams and impacts, and you're just like, ah.
Okay, I'm gonna move kind of behind Jester, and I'll just I'll dodge as my action.
Okay, so you go and do a dodge. Okay, that finishes your turn. Caleb and the priest are going simultaneously. What are you doing,
Yeah,
Caleb?
so this has happened like 6 times now where I go right after Bo, guiding light, dancing lights, excuse
Well,
me.
first off, the spell you prepared never went off, so the spell's gone. It's used.
Of course.
Yeah, so the spell's gone, so you lose one
instead
of them.
of dancing light, and I'm going to do the same the line of light that I always do, because Beauregard needs to be able to kill things and see.
All right.
So one goes as far as here, and here, and here, probably 10
Enough,
feet.
you have enough to generally light most of the chain.
It's always a line
good.
spread out.
Perfect. All right, that's your
And
action.
no, I'm also going to back up about 15 feet as well.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And then I'm going to crouch because I'm frightened.
Okay. That comes in the priest's turn. The priest is going to go ahead and step forward angrily. And is going to attempt to cast Hold Person on you.
Oh no.
Joke's on him. That's not a person. That's a half orc.
Half orcs are people too, Sam. So make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Big modifier and nothing. 6.
And with that, you feel your muscles lock up. Your entire body freezes in place as you feel your entire physical self lock up, unable to move.
You done been bifurcated.
You done been paralyzed.
All right. With that, the priest is going to go ahead and take 2 steps back after casting that, and just kind of hide behind
2
this.
steps forward.
2 steps back. 2 steps back. Caleb, that finished your turn as well. So, Shikasta, you're up.
All right, Shikasta. Let's see, we don't need light anymore.
Save us.
So I say, I think we need a bigger mode of damage. I think rather than spiritual weapon, we need to go with the thunder wave again.
Oh,
We got one last.
That's a very short range, though.
Yeah, it's a
right?
15-foot square,
You,
and
you can't get close enough to anybody on that map to use it. You have to
the
run up and
Manticore is
go,
about 15 feet up in the air right now, so it's just out of the
and
range.
spiritual weapon stays on the field. Once you cast it, it's out there, and every single turn for a bonus action, you can attack.
I will say spiritual weapon, as far as I know. Give me Let's see here real fast.
It's pretty.
Pretty dope. I mean, it's pretty great.
You could also. Do you have level 1 left?
Yeah.
I do have level
It
1.
says a floating spectral creature. It doesn't specify that it can or cannot move up and down. So I would imagine you can create it in the air.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think these are your best options. Either a floating weapon that can go anywhere, or a big fog cloud on the. If you run up and put it on the pre-store up there. But I think probably spiritual.
I think spiritual weapon because the
Yeah.
thing is that I could move it from
Yeah.
from
That's
one to the
correct.
other.
Yes, you can adjust.
Spiritual weapon.
All right, we move forward to cast it.
Yes. Let's see. I will move. Stay in the hallway.
Okay, about how
Yeah,
far there?
Yeah, right about it.
Okay, and you're creating it at the base of the mana core, or further in the chamber, or where?
Oh, I would love to drum the underside of her.
Easily enough to do. So, what kind of weapon do you create?
Decide what it is. A lollipop, a salmon, a sword.
Oh, what kind?
What magical mystical weapon would you like to create that represents your attack on this creature?
Let's see. I would.
Have fun.
Okay, I can't do that. The first thing that I was thinking for some reason was I would like to materialize the awe-inspiring sass of Estelle Getty, and just pummel the stomach.
Oh man.
What the fuck? But that's all right. So you know what? But that might be just a little bit too out there. So
What do you want to do?
It could be a cudgel carved to look like Estelle Getty if you wanted.
you know what? The sassiest of the Golden Girls.
Yes.
I think.
Stick with it.
I think because my lovely daughter, literally it was 120 days into the school year, and she dressed like a 120-year-old woman today. My 6-year-old daughter. I think that the bust of a tiny curly-headed 120-year-old woman needs to slam its way into the torso of that manacle.
Like a Beethoven bust, but Estelle
It begins to just bludgeon itself into this creature.
Into that thing right there.
I love it.
That's right. Maya, you should be in bed, but this is for you, baby. Here we go.
All right, go ahead and roll a melee spell attack. So roll that and add 5 to it.
Roll that and hit 13.
Plus 5, that hits. Go ahead and so roll the damage on that one. It is
It's 1d8.
1d8 plus 3.
That's the D8, yeah, that's right.
Roll that and add 3.
1.
Still, 4 points of damage. Something to scoff at, and it's still out there without concentration. So, all right. Do you want to move anywhere? Or are you going to stay put?
Let's see. I am going to remain where I am.
All righty, good to know. All right, finishing that, top of the round, Molly, you're up.
Again, there's not much I can do. I'm gonna step in front of Caleb in an attempt to just be another target, and I'm gonna try again with Vicious Mockery.
Alrighty.
Thank you for being a friend.
A 2, it does not succeed.
So yeah,
I'm going to be buried here.
and I hit him again. 4 points of psychic damage.
All right, 4 points of damage, and first attack has disadvantage.
And first attack has disadvantage, and I'm just gonna sort of, be in front of Caleb.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. That's the end of your turn, Molly.
that's the end of my
Ford, you're up.
Oh, I'm up?
Yep.
There you go.
I'm a whole person.
Yep, so roll a wisdom saving throw to see if you can resist it.
Gotta be a skill.
Nope, you're still locked in place.
That die.
Very
Can you say no more paralyzed?
Nope,
Also
nothing.
gonna have bang.
All right, that ends Ford's turn. Jester, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to Sacred Flame the priest.
Okay, so that's a is it a wisdom saving throw?
That's a Sacred Flame is a dexterity save.
Dexterity save. That is a 10.
Yeah!
12, sorry, 12.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so it hits. Okay.
6 damage! Radiant.
6 damage, radiant. So, as it's right behind, it's trying to block around the pillar, but you still have a clear visual as you kind of concentrate on the symbol of the traveler, kind of hidden beneath your outfit. You focus, and there's a burst of energy that burns around its body. Pink energy that sparkles around him as he looks over towards you, and he continues to try and crouch behind the stalagmite that's rising up.
Concentration?
It is, so he has to make a concentration check.
Nice.
which he fails. That's a 11. No, that's a 10. And no, that succeeds. Just succeeds. The DC is 10. Sorry. He rolled a 9, but he has a +1 Constitution, so sorry.
So that's 10.
Yeah, he succeeded.
Oh,
He has to meet the DC or higher. But good try.
Still have movement too.
Oh, I can move.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right.
Just mention it.
I could run down and grab my sickle. Why not?
Wait, so the boys didn't get up and run as soon as the priest made his move?
No, not yet. Unfortunately, they're
Just lying there?
well, they're coming around for their turn.
Save yourself.
This is why you don't plan, Sam. This is why we don't plan. It's because plans are so wrong.
So you have your sickle. You still have more movement if you wanted to move. You have 10 more feet. Or 15 more feet.
I'm gonna run up and engage the priest.
All right.
This is why we do
Right
dumb
up in his
stuff.
face.
Engage
All right,
the
that is your turn. Not, you're up.
I don't know what to do.
Knowlish priest.
Come on.
Regular Knoll.
I will run right past those two guards.
Yes, you are.
As I go by, I say,
They watch as a tiny goblin with jagged teeth just yell at them as they run by. But, however, there are more scary things in the current vicinity. So, all right. So you rush past, and there are two civilians, not guards. But continue.
oh, sorry. And I'm going to keep calling them guards.
Okay, I'm okay with that. They're guards from your perspective. All right. So you run past.
Bonus action dash up the steps.
Okay.
Are you gonna go
Get the
for it?
baby.
Oh my god, are you going for it?
I'm gonna turn around and yell at the manticore.
Oh no!
Not the brave.
You want to save this thing? And I will slice down with my short sword on the baby.
An attack roll.
Oh
Not the baby.
14.
It hits it. It's a baby. Roll damage.
Not gonna die.
8.
It's helpless. It's snake attack.
Oh, okay.
It can't do anything. It can't defend itself. Its eyes aren't open.
Eyes aren't even open yet. So it's
3d6 on top of
16.
2d6
No,
on top of it.
2d6.
Hit points of a
16 damage?
No, sorry, 17 damage.
17 damage.
Oh man!
As you plunge your short sword down into the mewling, eye-covered cub,
Thank
it
God.
goes still as the mother manticore flying up in the air turns around and watches this and just gives a
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Take it back! Plan!
All right, now that ends your turn.
Oh my god.
It's the manticore's turn.
Oh god.
The manticore, which is about to unleash a triple round of attacks against a paralyzed Ford, who, while paralyzed, would all but have been criticals, strangely saved him
Right.
Nice.
and is instead going to dart.
Does the spiritual weapon get a?
It does not, no. At a 50-foot fly speed, land right next to you not and take a full round of strikes against you. Too angry to worry about tail spines at this point, it's going all in physical assault to whatever just murdered its baby.
Disadvantage.
Dodge.
That is a disadvantage on the first strike.
Do a barrel roll.
A 17 and a natural 1,
Oh, miss.
which I'll say causes it to strike down towards you in fury, and instead its claw gets jammed into the ground, so it gets disadvantage on its second attack. So natural 1. I'm trying to play it natural ones a little more in this campaign.
I'm digging it.
So this is a second claw attack against you, a natural 20, and a 17. So it hits, but it avoids the critical, which is good.
God.
That is 9 points of slashing damage with the claw,
Are you all right?
So far.
and then the bite attack is going to come towards you.
Oh, no.
I'm going to give this advantage because of you just killed this baby.
Because you killed its baby.
Yeah, that's going to be 21.
Oh, baby.
Alrighty.
Oh.
There we go. There's the actual damage die rolls. That's 11 points of piercing damage.
Are you up?
1 point.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
That ends the Manicore's turn. The civilians get up
Yeah,
and
leave,
begin to run.
motherfuckers, leave!
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They get that far with movement and
That's
dash.
good.
They're just like, like tripping and falling, like managing to make their way there. They're both frightened, covered in all sorts of dirt and gore, and just running in your direction, just trying to get away from whatever's happening back there. The roar set a further fire in them. All right, Bo, you're up.
I'm gonna grab Ford.
Grab Ford and get out of here.
Ford, not. Not's in danger.
I'm gonna carry you.
Okay.
How?
Okay. How far away is Not for me?
Not is
Or hit the
40
fucking
feet.
Manticore. You gotta unfreeze me too.
Okay. I'm gonna just yell at Not, and I'm gonna be like, Not! The fuck! And then I'm going to just take off in a full sprint
towards
Not.
25, 30, 35, 40. You can get right up to the top of the steps.
And I'm gonna go, the fuck! And I grab you again, and I just scoop up Not, and like a football drill, I just dart, and then I'm gonna dart all the way back with Not.
You're gonna take
Carrying Not like a football.
Okay.
And
Okay.
with me too.
Okay.
No, she'll
Maybe
take
not.
it, probably.
So
Maybe.
you scoop up Not. That means because you're carrying another creature, your movement is halved when you run. Are you using your action to grab and pick him up?
Okay, I want to use my my Step of the Wind.
Okay, keep one
point.
step of the wind to run. All right, so that moves
Yes.
you and Not 20 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. You get Not to there. The Manticore is going to take its attack opportunity against Not.
Oh, damn it! I was hoping it'd be on me.
Not doesn't give a shit. I mean, the creature does not give a shit about anybody but that little goblin that stabbed its baby.
But you are like holding her and covering her, aren't
That
you?
is
Yes, she can-
19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Shikasta.
What?
A bite strike again. That is 10 points of piercing damage.
Unconscious.
As you
Not's
pull
unconscious.
Not away, there's a sudden like a tug, and you pull hard, and you look back, and you watch as you drag Not out of the teeth of it, grinding across the body, like dragging wounds like daggers across Not's face and chest. And you just see blood pour out of each of these scars.
Fuck! And then so rough.
All right, so you are unconscious and bleeding out. Okay.
I don't have a bonus or anything, right? That was
Nope,
everything.
that's your whole turn.
Okay.
You used
Yep.
everything for that.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
into Bo's turn. Caleb and the priest are up.
So I saw that and I just walk as far forward as I can with my movement and start stirring the pot on chromatic orb. I have one left. I will use ice damage and I will send it out and I knock it off my hand towards the Manticore. Come on, please.
Yeah.
That hits. That's a 25.
25 hits. Roll damage.
That is 3d8 cold damage. And it hits. That is a. Ooh! 15 total.
15 points of cold damage. Nice.
Yeah, and I would have gone as far forward as I can.
Yeah, you're moving up there. It strikes the manticore. You see a burst of ice as it kind of like freezes part of the side of the mane and the fur in its body before the fur kind of cracks, and you can see where the flesh that it impacted cracks. There's a little bit of muscle exposed beneath, the wound left behind from the kind of frost freeze you left on the side of his
And
torso.
Caleb is just breathing very heavily and not looking at the manticore. He's looking at Not in Beauregard's arms.
All right, that ends your turn. The priest, who is currently working on that, is going to maintain hold person, is going to step up. No, it's just gonna. Yeah, because you're right there in front. It's going to go ahead and inflict wounds on you.
Ooh. No problem.
You're all right.
All right, so melee spell attack. Not great. We'll see if it. Actually, not bad. That's a 17.
17.
That is your armor class. 17 hits. So you take 3d10 points of necrotic damage.
Necrotic just follows Laura Bailey.
I know. That is 14 points of necrotic damage to you.
Oh my god.
Or the exact amount.
Exact amount.
Fuck. Cleric's down. One of our clerics is down.
You watch as the priest reaches out and grabs onto the armor of Jester, and with a burst of black energy, the veins under Jester's blue skin begin to pulse with black energy, and she screams out, "Ah!" as her eyes lull back and close, and she hits the ground unconscious.
And she's like next to me, right?
Yeah. She's at the bottom. You could
Technically, there are three of us because I am.
I am.
I'm just next to two unconscious people going, "Ah!"
Yeah.
You want to get there.
That ends the priest's turn. Your turn,
You
Shikasta.
have one of them.
It's your call. I'm not. No.
What are you doing, Shikasta?
I will help you with what decisions you make. You can get to the front of those stairs.
Yeah. I can. Let's see. I'll move. I should move forward.
You have 30 feet to move forward. You can move.
If you could put a beat down on the priest, do it.
That'll
'cause
release the whole person.
I have a whole. I have
You
a
can hit.
healing potion in
Do you
my
have
Yes.
any spell slots
possession.
left?
I think I.
He's got the spiritual weapon.
You're trying to
I
only
got.
move 20 feet though, which will only get it about there, unfortunately.
Ah!
But it'll have.
No, spiritual weapon from 3 feet.
I thought it was 20 on a bonus attack.
Spiritual weapon, 60
The range
feet.
is 60 feet.
Well, the range of the spell is 60 feet, but then the bonus action movement is 20 feet and repeat the
20
attack.
feet, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
All right. No, that's great. That's
All right. So you can move forward if you want to. Do you want to move forward the rest of your?
Yeah, if I move, let's see. Yeah, but is anything going to get close enough? I mean, I could do Sacred Flame.
I mean, that's all you can do is try to take down the enemies so that we can help. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all you can do.
all I can do is move forward and Sacred Flame the priest.
That's right.
Okay.
That's correct.
So
Try to take.
that's a wisdom save, right?
Yeah, that's a wisdom.
You're all the way at the back.
That is going to be
Are you free?
an 11, which your DC is 13. That hits. So go ahead and roll damage.
No.
All right. Roll damage. Come on.
Oh, Sam, hit the fucking priest.
3 plus.
What are you
Which is
hitting?
3 points of damage. So 3 points of rain damage. So it bursts, and he's like still kind of trying to concentrate on the spell. He does make a Constitution saving throw. That's an 8. It's a failure. The DC is 10. So with that, your paralysis.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's either half the damage or 10, whichever's higher. So with that, you blast it, and he loses the spell, and all of a sudden your body comes back into control of you, Ford. All right. I think, and you have the bonus action. You can still move the weapon if you want to.
Oh, good. You're up
Get it
close,
into
too.
the business.
That's great.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so it was up 10 feet technically.
It's-
So it
it's
can
up-
move down and then move over here, and it would be down on the ground.
It's
Right
on its way for the next round.
That's great.
Sure. Okay.
If you want to, you can move it anywhere else you want to.
Oh, you knocked down that thing.
I know.
No,
Everything's
No, as long as
Who do I pour the potion into? You or you?
yeah, there you go.
The healer.
Stay right there, Estelle.
All right.
Estelle's move. She doesn't move quickly, but she moves effectively.
the bus
Yes, exactly.
kind of rests floating in the air. All right, that brings us to the top. Molly, you're up.
Fuck, there is so little I can do. I'm going to move forward with it. I'm going to move close enough that I can. I'm just going to keep trying to like. I'm not going to. Yeah, let's put me next to Caleb. Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Shite. I'm just going to keep trying to get disadvantage to the first attack on the Manticore.
Smart.
What's the range on this?
60 feet.
Yeah, you can do it here. All right, so wisdom save for the Manticore. 19.
Yeah, saves.
Sorry.
Fuck! I don't even, not even in Infernal. Fuck!
All right, Ford, you're up.
You can either run down. What is it? An action or a bonus action to pour a health potion in somebody's mouth?
It's an action to pour.
It's an action. I'll run down and pour a health potion into Jester's mouth.
That's loud.
'Cause that gets me up and I can-
Yeah. 5. All right.
In time for your turn.
So you reach down,
And
pull out the
you
healing
run.
potion, and place it. So is it a regular healing potion, right?
It was a regular.
Yeah. So that would be 2d4 plus 2. You heal.
To what?
2d4 plus 2.
You roll? You roll? You roll.
Whatever.
Oh,
6 plus 2, 8.
So you heal 8.
And can I use the rest of my movement to start running up the stairs?
You may.
I don't know how much I had left.
From there it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's as far as you can.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
And as you move out of range, the priest is going to go ahead and make a strike at you with this dagger.
Wait, what?
That is a...
Was I in melee with the priest?
Yeah, to get to her you would have, yeah.
Oh, I'll stay in there then. I couldn't see
Okay.
where it was. Yeah, I'll stay close.
Yeah, because you would have moved up. Oh, God.
Oh god, everyone's
Everyone's bad.
underweight.
It's all going to shit.
Exactly. That's okay. All right. So you stay there. Then ends Ford's turn. Jester, you're up. You are on the ground prone, but you're now conscious and breathing as you feel the glass vial pulled away from your lips, and Ford kind of looks down at you with a nod like, go!
Oh, thank you. Can I stand up?
Okay, you get up from prone.
And I'll reach out and cast Cure Wounds on Knot.
Alrighty. So go ahead and
Am I
roll
still
that. That's
holding
is it D8 plus your
Am I still holding it?
Yeah.
wisdom modifier?
Yes, it is.
Alrighty.
Sorry.
I just say to Bo, the fuck?
8 points.
Yeah.
So you heal up 8 points.
Okay.
All right.
And then I guess we should start running, yes? I used the
You're gonna get
remainder
it.
of my,
Movement to run.
yeah.
You'll get a second
15
opportunity.
feet. 1, 2, 3. You get
Can I
on the
use
stairs.
my bonus action to dash?
You do not have that ability, unfortunately. That's a rogue and monk ability to use a point. Clerics do not get that. Sorry, let's put you there.
Okay.
And my
That'll work.
bonus action to just whimper a little bit.
Okay. The priest does get an attack opportunity on you as you run past, as you were engaged in melee.
I'm hoping the priest is like
Yeah,
lame.
kind of weakly.
Well, you rolled a 3, so yes.
Yay!
The dagger hits your armor and just scrapes off the metal. No effect. All right, that ends your turn, Jester. Not you're up.
Oh, this is crazy.
Prone, technically, in Jester, or sorry, in Bo's arms right now.
I will look up at the Manticore and say, I'll take out my last shitty tart that you gave me and crumple it onto the ground and point up to the Manticore and say, what did the incontinent druid say on his surprise birthday party? I'm so excited I wet my plants.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow.
Never mind. Leave him behind.
Okay, yeah. How much damage did that do?
Yeah, to all of us.
Oh, hey, baby.
TPK up in this
Then this is,
Are you a
I
beaver?
assume, hideous laughter.
Yes.
Because, damn.
All right, we'll see if this works. Wisdom saving throw. Plus 1 to the D12.
Bad time.
That is a 12. What is your DC?
Is it a bad time?
There's been a lot of like just under this game.
Oh God! The dad joke works.
Weirdly,
Did you like it?
as angry as this manticore is at you, you know what? I'm gonna give it advantage in the saving throw because you killed its baby. You killed its baby.
Hindsight advantage.
I'm allowing it because I'm the fucking DM. It doesn't help. Roll the 2. But shit. Okay. But I felt it was it was fair for the mother of a baby that you just murdered.
Given it to us.
I would have been, and from a narrative standpoint, it made sense. But still takes effect. So, with that, the manticore turning around, eyes filled with fury and anger, goes. She all of a sudden begins to chuckle. As the mouth opens from the laughter, you see the jagged teeth filled with your own blood, and the tongue kind of lashing around from the laughter as it falls on the ground, prone and cackling.
Ew.
Is goblin blood red or green? Red?
Wait, what? That's
I'd say
I don't know. What is it?
it's dark enough where in this lighting it looks black.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah.
All right.
Hideous laughter. Does that mean we all get advantage on hits now?
It is prone, which means melee attacks do get advantage against it.
Or we could leave.
Run. Run.
But you guys, we've
Priest is
got
still
a
there.
whole other round
Of what?
of attacks to wail.
Or to leave.
It's up to you. The Manticore is pretty hurt. The priest is taking a little damage, but the priest also doesn't look very hardy. But it's up to you. You can flee. You can
wail
finish
on the
it.
Manticore.
There are advantages and disadvantages.
Well, here's the thing. I mean,
There are advantages to both.
I know the advantages to both. Are there ears on that? On all of that crap that this priest has on him? Are there any ears on him?
No ears. I mean, no, there is actually on the head. The knoll head above has ears.
There are ears on that thing, and if we drag that fucking carcass back to the back to the surface, I bet that'll.
Be worth a pretty penny?
Yeah,
put it on the
card.
Put
it on the card. You're
You know
not
what?
wrong.
You know what? Forget that. I want that fucking thing on my wall.
Alrighty, well that's up to you guys to make your choices.
How long does Hideous Laughter last?
At least the whole round.
Yeah, and each time it takes damage.
Okay, we can unload and then run.
Oh, and each time he
On
takes
the end
damage.
of
He gets to make a save
on
again.
the end of his turn, he gets to make a save.
Oh.
If you hit him.
If you hit him, he gets to make a save.
Yeah, and on the end of his turn, it makes a save.
And on the end.
It's not a tee off, and then we can.
Oh, I thought it was like a paralyzation.
So
we have an
he might
opening.
save
We
right
should-
now.
We should go. Let's
We
run.
should stick to the plan.
Well, regardless,
What about the dynamite? That's what I'm saying. I want to stick one in its mouth.
that's up to
You
you.
might not get that chance. It's Manticore's turn, and she might save right now.
Yeah,
That's true,
right.
because it is the Manticore. Well, you still have movement if you wanted.
Oh,
Do you want me to put
You
you down?
have 15 feet of movement if you want Bo to put you down.
yeah, I will jump down and run.
All right, 10, 15. You're
Can you
being
also take your bonus action for run too?
Sure, I still have a bonus action.
You do, yeah.
Bonus action down.
Fuck
Well,
out.
you know what? I'm gonna stay within 30 feet of the priest.
Okay, good to know. Alrighty, finishing Not's turn, the Manticore's turn. The Manticore is chuckling, laughing on the ground, and howling. It's kind of echoing throughout the chamber in this very dark.
35 feet of the priest.
I mean, all right. I'll put you about roughly. We'll say there. Okay. Manticore's going to attempt to make its wisdom saving throw.
No. No.
Fail.
No.
That's not fair.
Fail.
This is the end of its turn.
That is a 12 again. It rolled 2 11s in a row.
Wrap it up, Buzzball.
Alrighty. The civilians continue to run, and they are just up the tunnel. You hear their heavy breathing fade as they disappear into the darkness of the tunnel. Exactly. Oh, you're up.
Dude, what do we do?
Huh?
Are we running or are we fighting?
Whatever you want to do.
Bo, it's your choice. What are you doing?
Lord.
Bo, it's your turn.
Kill the priest.
Okay, I'm gonna just, because I can,
Kill the priest!
priest.
All right, so move into the priest. Go for it.
Okay, big old two-handed staff swing. That's not bad. 16.
16 hits.
Okay.
It's only wearing leather armor.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Alrighty. Whack! Right across the face. You knock part of the null head like off. It's like off kilter to the side, and you watch it spits blood and looks back at you. Do not worry. He will come for you too.
Oh no.
Ah, okay, in response to that, I'm gonna be like, don't patronize me, and then I'm gonna fucking flurry of blows, elbow strike him to an uppercut.
Go for it.
First attack. Let's see here. First attack. Yeah, that hits with a 12.
That hits.
Natural 12, and then that's no good. 12 again. Total.
12 does not hit, unfortunately, but the next one does.
Okay. That's 6 plus 4, another 10 points of
10
damage.
points of damage. Nice. Alrighty. So with the staff hit, he laughs at you, kind of the blood spilling out of the side of his chin. You Smack
Hey.
with the elbow, miss with the uppercut, but as the elbow cracks and hits, you feel like the jaw kind of dislodge a little bit. As he looks back, he reaches up and he's trying to kind of put it back into place. It's looking not too great.
It's like backhander.
Hang on, I messed up that. 3. I shouldn't. 3 plus 4. I
I
messed
say
up.
10 damage. Yeah, I shouldn't have done, actually, so it's been
7.
7.
7 damage. I'm sorry.
Still pretty good.
I was adding the wrong
Gotcha.
modifier.
That's all good. No worries. So 7 damage on that one?
Yeah.
All right, that ends your turn.
Yes.
Caleb?
No, I can still move. Right?
You can, yeah.
I'm going to now move past forward and start heading away.
Okay, which, it already got an attack opportunity against... So you moved up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Yeah, I'll stay. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right, Caleb and the priest, your turn simultaneously.
Yeah, I cannot see too well, so I'm going to take a step forward between Mollymock and Not, just a little bit there. Now I can see that blonde hair, and I am tapped out, so I'm just going to let my hand blacken and say a few arcane words, and then send
It
a...
does have 3/4 cover behind that from your current
Well, then
position.
I will, if I can't see too well, I will keep going down the steps till I can see him.
There to get a view without him.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's not fine, but that's fine.
All right, make the attack.
Firebolt, and here it comes to you, shithead. That is a 25 to hit. But I could roll a 1. I rolled a 10.
How do you want to do this?
I'm going to extend my hand forward, and I have 5 fingers out, and then I pull in 4, and then fling down my hand, because these people have hurt my little friend, and I want his hair to burn off his head and die.
Okay. As you release the bolt, the anger in your eyes, kind of the fury coursing through the veins of your hand, the firebolt slams into the priest's head, and he falls back on the ground screaming, "Ah, ah, ah," as you watch Ghost Rider style, his head just burst into flame and burn away until he falls back to his knees, and you can just see the darkened expression of a black skull into the fire before he falls. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
What is this madness?
What does this mean? What does this mean?
That's a 7.
A wave of memories come flooding to you, and you feel your motions grow slow. You guys watch as Caleb kind of stares at this and just continues to stare at the guy burning in flames. All right, that ends your turn.
What?
What was that?
Shikasta, it's your turn. Shikasta, your turn.
Yes. Well, I do believe I still have a spiritual weapon.
You do.
That's right.
So the spiritual weapon goes wandering over, just as sassy as she wants to be. And I do believe that the underbelly of the Manticore is still waiting there for Estelle to tell him all kinds of horrible things about what it's like to live in South Florida.
Oh, that's particularly awful.
Absolutely.
Oh man.
First of all, exactly. You know what? There's way too much gambling at the track. You know, everybody's constantly upset about the humidity. This is what your problem is. Maybe next time you'll eat something less human-like, baby. What do I need to roll?
Roll a d20 plus 5 with advantage because it is prone.
All right. Say what?
So roll a d20 twice and take the higher of the
Roll
two.
the 20 twice.
Correct.
9,
All right.
3.
9 plus 5 is 14. That is just its armor class. Armor class of 14. So roll damage on that. A D8 plus 3.
D8 plus 3. That's this one.
Yep.
4 plus 7.
7 points of damage. All right. So as the bus slams into the Manticore after your musings pierce its soul, it's going to go ahead and attempt to make a saving throw with advantage.
With advantage? Why? With advantage?
It's a 2 because whenever it takes an impact from an attack, it gets an advantage on the saving throw to break it. A 2 and a 5, however.
Hey!
No, baby.
It's okay. It happens. It's good. It's cinematic. It's fun. All right. Sorry, that's your bonus action. You still have an action.
I still have an action.
Yes, you do.
Well then, let's see. Where am I? We need to finish
Use all your
this thing.
slots?
You had healing in there.
Was that a bonus action to use the
Yeah.
Yeah,
the weapon?
So you still have an
You
action
got
if you
an
want to cast
action.
another spell or do something else.
Let's see. How is everybody feeling right now?
Not too good.
Yeah.
Not too good.
Priest is dead. Manicore's pretty hurt. Everyone else here is. Some of them are pretty beat up and low. Some of them seem to be avoided the fray.
Yeah. I was just, but could I? Am I close enough to get to the point where I'm still pretty far from the Manicore, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, you're about 60 feet from it.
I'm about 60 feet, but I would
50
need to be in a 15-foot cube to do my thunder wave.
Thunder wave, yeah.
You could do
Yeah.
a cantrip as an action.
Yeah, I think
Is it
maybe.
far enough distance?
Yeah, I think the cantrip. Let's hit him again. Hit him again with sacred flames.
Sacred flame. All right. That'll be an 8 + 1 for the wisdom modifier. That does not succeed. So roll adds D8 radiant damage.
Oh, so that worked.
Yeah, 1d8
Yeah.
radiant.
Oh, so you roll.
Oh, so
Roll
I
a
did
D8.
wrong.
You did damage,
Good,
yeah.
good
I did
news.
damage.
Good
Yeah,
news.
oh, you did wrong, so now
Yeah.
I did right.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how spells work a lot of the time, man.
Big money. Come on, baby. That's a 6.
Ooh,
A 6?
That's like good. Come on.
As is tradition, it seems, for our guests. How do you want to do it? That's ridiculous, by the way. That's fucked up. I'm like counting. I'm like, if he gets the kill, this is
That's
ridiculous.
hospitality.
That's hospitality. Jesus
Put that
Christ.
shit on your wall.
Oh,
Describe it.
my God.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so how do you want to do this? As it's on the ground, laughing and cackling and writhing.
I drop the reed that's in my hand, and I start to play with the flames that start to light on the edges of my fingers. As I slowly bring them together, there's a musical interlude that starts to play and shoots toward the Manicore, diving down her throat and bursting through the chest of her, through her chest, and exploding her heart. You know what? And I did that, and I did that out of love for someone who just lost their child.
As Shakaste smiles, the merciful grin of a person who knows that the loss of a child is hard, you release this torrent of sound energy into the cackling mouth of the female manticore as the writhing stops. And she begins to stand up, looking down, looks back at the corpse of the child now laid still, looks back at you with a look of pity and acceptance before there is a burst of gore out of the chest and the creature just falls to the ground motionless, the wings flopping onto the ground still, and silence takes the chamber.
Well, time to light the TNT. Let's go.
I'm gonna douse the flames. I'm gonna run down to the priest and douse the flames, and then give Caleb a good slap in the face.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Caleb comes to.
Hey, back in the game. Time for that later. You all right?
Yeah.
All right. Big kiss on the forehead in the morning. What?
No, please.
I was just going to say I'm going to do a quick scan, see if there's anything of interest.
Make a perception check.
Copy. Natural 19.
I'm putting down
22.
I mean, amongst the chunks of flesh and rather horrible attire, there's a couple of interesting adornments on the priest. And the nest looks like it's a mishmash of all kinds of things cobbled together.
I'll definitely take the adornments from the priest.
Okay. From that, there is a set of goggles that were affixed over the priest's eyes of a dark lens.
Can I see? If I can see in the dark. I need night vision goggles.
You too.
There is also what looks to be that like reddish glove that was affixed to his right hand.
Touch it. I wonder
Trying
if
it
that
off
makes
his dead
spells
hand.
better.
I'll run up onto the nest and start looking through stuff.
Make an investigation check for me, please.
No, you're all right there. You're all right.
Never
Natural 20.
No shit.
I know the shit.
Oh shit.
What's the total there with that?
24.
All right. As you kind of tear through the rubble of this nest, you find a few interesting things. a skeletal hand that is mostly chewed through, though a single fleshy finger still holds a ring of beautiful silver making a blue gem. That catches your attention. You can pull that out of there. What it first looks like part of the wooden riffraff that kind of makes the nest. You pull out what looks to be like a refined and well-carved stick that doesn't match the rest of the rather rough wood.
I know, I'm so excited.
Our first loot.
This is so exciting.
And also, tangled within the mass, you find chains, but larger than normal chains. These chains are attached to a set of unlocked manacles, much larger than any human manacles you've seen. There are 4 identical loops, a little over a foot in diameter, all attached via this chain to one larger one, about 4 or 5 feet in diameter.
Was it for
Collar
the
and 2
manticore?
cuffs.
It looks like it would have been the size for a manticore. As you because you rolled so high in investigation, you also notice these manacles, which are open, have a single rune kind of pressed into where they meet and lock in place, as there is no other visible locking mechanism. You're unable to really, at the moment, ascertain the nature of it. But these manacles are fresh. They're clean compared to a lot of the other stuff in here. And they are there.
Are the runes recognizable in any way?
Make an Arcana. Are you
No,
proficient in Arcana?
I'll make an Arcana check.
I will make
Are you proficient in Arcana?
I have a pretty high bonus. I don't think I'm proficient at.
I would like to sit on my ass and look at the ground.
I am proficient.
Yeah. Make an Arcana check, please.
7.
You're unable to really ascertain the nature of the runes, unfortunately.
I'm going to walk up and just pet the manticore's mantle.
Okay.
Oh, fuck that thing.
I like to cast a spell.
What would you like to cast?
Fog cloud.
Okay. You watch as the central portion of the chamber begins to just fill with a thick mist, somewhat obscuring your vision more than a few feet in front of you.
What was that?
Is this supposed to happen?
What's going on?
We should get out of here.
I step behind Knot and whisper in her ear. I say that this was a bold move you made. And we wouldn't have made it. We wouldn't have succeeded without you. So I say you earned that gold. But make no mistake. Be careful where you put your fingers.
Yes, fog monster.
All right. So, what else would you like to do?
We get out of here, I guess.
Yeah. Anyone want to?
Anything else in the chamber? Like, does it look like there's any other little interesting things in
Hey,
there?
Molly.
Yeah.
Honestly,
wanna-
most everything was clustered in the nest or on the priest.
You want to have me butcher that manicore head?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, let's
wanna
do
grab
this.
everything up?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, easily enough, within but a few moments between the triple blades that the two of you wield, you managed to carve a fresh and carryable by 2 of you. I mean, this is now the second beast head you guys have acquired and carried along with you.
Thank God we've got a
A female manticore head.
We're not supposed to take those giant manacles, are we?
I'll
Yeah.
take the chain.
Yeah, we're taking all
I will
this.
carve
Wow,
out that.
my foot, it's huge. Can we carry that?
All the manacles together probably weigh about 25 pounds, so it's carryable.
Just over the shoulder and walk out.
Right.
About 30 pounds. You couldn't carry it.
That's how much I weigh.
Caleb, come on.
Hey, you alright?
Later.
Yeah.
Time for that later.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go get some sunlight.
Come on.
Yeah.
I just kind of grabbed Caleb, wrap an arm around him, try and walk him out.
Grab the other side. We're just gonna. Yep. Come on.
Okay, well, I'm still here
Get
with
good.
this big giant manticore head just so you guys got Caleb.
All right. You guys
Going
managed
through a change, my friend, and that's not a bad thing.
All right. You guys managed to